Hey guys, this is very different from the videos that I've posted in the past. It's definitely going to be a way more intense video. I just wanted to come forward with my story. Sorry, it's really hard for me to talk about it. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys because I feel like it's my duty to tell you the atrocities that this YouTuber has done to me. He has called me a dirty whore. He has told me to shut my trap. He told me to go back to my country. This post is about Elias. Okay.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to my channel and welcome to my Japan vlog. You want to know what that last clip was all about, right? Yeah, so that was me joking. This whole trip was sponsored or like hosted by Cindy Fam. Read with Cindy. Elias was there and he didn't say any of those things. He did not call me a dirty whore. He did tell me to be quiet a few times, which rude, but we had imaginary beef. So that's what that was about. Okay, I just thought it was a good opportunity to get some clickbait going, you know what I mean? Okay, back to the actual video though. I went to Japan for a week and it was jam-packed, so I just wanted to come on here, kind of show you some videos, talk through it along the way. You know how we do it, okay? You know what we're doing. So let's just jump right into it. So I know normally in my videos I start off with the journey in my trips because typically I have a long journey to get to places. But with Japan, it was actually pretty easy. There was just one plane, 10 hours roughly to Tokyo from Vancouver. I got upgraded to premium economy without paying extra. That was crazy. So I got some free wine and I got some nice meals. The man that I was sitting beside me, he was a Japanese man from Osaka and he was so friendly. So my trip there was really nothing going on, which was very nice because I feel like whenever you go traveling, there's always something. You know, there's always something about the journey to get there that is not great. But this was fantastic. Okay, quick costume change, which I will explain in a moment. Gonna finish off explaining day one first. We didn't really do much that day. It was an hour shuttle to get from the airport to the hotel. We were staying at a hotel in Shinjuku, Tokyo. We basically, just took the shuttle, walked around a bit, and then went to dinner, which was all set up for us when we arrived. That was so neat. It was unlimited drinks, but we didn't really take advantage of that night. And then basically went back to the hotel. I passed out by like 9 p.m. And that's essentially all that happened that day. So not much at all. Okay, now we're going to switch to my phone camera for reasons that I will explain in the next part. Okay.
Alright, so today is actually Halloween. Now, because I arrived back home on Saturday and I didn't sleep at all on the plane, I was too exhausted to actually do anything for Halloween weekend, but I got a costume and everything, so I really wanted to still use it if I could, so what better way than to incorporate it into this video, which will probably come out way after Halloween, but that's okay, you know, we persist. Okay, so day two. Day two was arguably one of the busiest days of the trip. Woke up in the morning feeling fantastic. I took this video. And I went and found this, what I thought was a cute little coffee shop. Turns out it's a franchise. It's Doto, and it's everywhere. But they have really great iced lattes, so I did take advantage of that. And it's not Starbucks, at least. Then we went to the Meiji Jingu, it's a shrine. And then our lovely tour guide Mayumi, who you'll most likely hear me talk about quite a bit in this because she was there throughout with us. She's our main girl. Hated that I just did that. Yeah, she just explained where most of the things came from, the different eras of Japan, which I had no idea that was a thing. They have different eras that are labeled after who was reigning at the time, like who was the emperor at the time. And then this shrine specifically was named after an emperor that brought a lot of outside goods and whatnot, like connection, international relations. So everybody really appreciated him, so that's why the shrine was built, which I thought was super cool. Then they also had these big sake cases, which it was like sake barrels, and we were all trying to decide if there was actual sake in it. Mayumi found out later there's not still sake in those, so the more you know. Then we went to the Takeshita Street. Mayumi called it the funny street, and it was pretty funny. Like, there's a lot going on. How it's described is quirky Takeshita Street. And then we had some free time for lunch, so we just walked around. I ended up going to a one of those sushi places that brings it to you on like a rocket. It was so cool. Basically, you just order from an iPad and then it gets sent to you and stops at your table, so you know which one you're supposed to grab. Oh, we went to Shibuya Crossing, just to see it. Basically, we didn't really do any activities there, but still, just to see it was so cool. Also, I'm on a big Jujutsu Kaisen kick that has lasted for like a few months, so I should probably stop calling it a kick. Obviously, right now, Jujutsu Kaisen is going through the Shibuya Instant arc. So to see where all that was happening in real life, crazy. We went to the big department store. The name is lost on me right now. It's like a multi-level department store that just has everything you could possibly think of. It was honestly a little bit overwhelming. Oh, and then this is the day that we went on a gourmet walk. Is this really the day? Did we do that much? We went on this gourmet walk, which was basically just stopping at 2 restaurants and having pre-decided food, and we had 2 different tour guides with us. So we went to one, which was like a speakeasy, and the tour guide was so funny. She's like, I want you guys to find it yourself. And of course, it's a bunch of book nerds, okay? So everybody called it as soon as they saw it. It was the bookshelf. I didn't call it. I didn't really see the bookshelf, to be honest. I'll insert the video of it right here.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
That was such a neat little place. And then we went to a second place, which was a place that you sit not completely on the ground, but almost, and you take your shoes off before you go in. Okay, so that was day 2. I'm gonna go ahead and continue my makeup, and then we'll be back. On day 3, woke up again, looked at the beautiful views again, went and got my usual iced latte, which I became very addicted to on this trip. And then this was the day that we went to a sushi making class, actually. It was so much fun. It was at this place called Kawaii Cooking. Yeah, it was such a cute time. It was so fun. Then we went to another temple, Sensō-ji Temple. Asakusa is where we went to, and the street was crazy, like so packed. I think I took a few videos from that time. We put smoke on us. You're supposed to put it on any like part of your body that aches. I tried to put it on my feet. Mayumi showed us this place that you could get sake Kit Kat. It does in fact taste like alcohol. It was... What am I gonna do? This ran out. And already... Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to wipe away. Yeah, it's done for. Damn. Oh, another thing that I forgot to say. In the morning, we went and saw the Tokyo Metropolitan Center, which is like this very tall building. It's like a government building. So we went and saw the view from there. So that happened as well. Okay. Anyways, jumping back to the future. So I ended up just picking up some cup of noodles ramen. Delicious. Also, I couldn't tell you what kind it is. All I know is there's these little freeze-dried shrimp in it. So good. Oh, this was also the day that the beef started with Elias, because I wish I had the screenshots, but I don't have them. You're lucky, Elias. He said that he was going to be late. I said, yeah, whatever, with the little eye roll emoji. And then he told me to be quiet. And then we had beef from that day on. Anyways, I keep getting sidetracked. Went back, had the ramen, the cup of noodles. Then we went to karaoke, and it was so much fun. I love everybody. We had some drinks. I think I had a whole sake container, like the little bottle that you can get. I know I had an entire one to myself. Oh, the one thing about the karaoke room too is you just pay a lump sum and then you can keep ordering drinks. Like, it's unlimited drinks for the night. We really took advantage of that. So then we had karaoke and it was a blast. Maybe I will insert a few clips here. Okay. On to day 4.
You are my special.
All right, big reveal. You're not allowed to see the back because these suspenders do not fit me properly. I'm Nanami. Kento Nanami. Nice to meet ya. Okay, let's continue.
All right, day 4. I don't think I can keep these glasses on fully. Okay, wait. Yeah. All right. Okay, day 4. This was the day that we were traveling on the bullet train from Tokyo to Kyoto. Did I see Aaron Taylor Johnson? No. Did I see Brad Pitt? No. Did I see Joey King? No. But for that last one, I'm glad. Don't know why. Just glad. But yeah, so we went on the bullet train. That was kind of the first thing we did that day. And then Mayumi took us to the train station, which we got a few photos in front of. Oh, we went to the Nijō castle. Went through like a little tour of that. Then we went on a Higashiyama walking tour. Holy moly, I'm so sorry. It's just a street with a bunch of shops on it, and it's kind of upwards. I'll show some pictures here because it was a very cool place. Me and Lindsay, we found this little tea shop that was called a steampunk tea shop, and we went upstairs and it was completely empty. It was so silent in there. Great tea. We had to kind of rush it though and drink up really fast because we had to get back to the bus by like 5 p.m. Oh, I believe day 4 was also Europa. It was her birthday. So we wanted to get like a cake and have an actual celebration, maybe some candles. But by the time we arrived back to our hotel in Kyoto, all the bakeries and all the cake places were closed. And then we're like, okay, let's just go back to the hotel communal area and just hang out there. Oh, another important part. We decided to go to 7-Eleven and get just treats from there. So not exactly a cake and not exactly candles. Sorry about that, Europa. But happy birthday. And yeah, then we just kind of sat and talked for a while and went to bed at like 10:30, 10:45. Kind of another early night. Wasn't too bad at all. All right, day 5. I think this might be the last little clip of me in my Nanami costume because I'm losing daylight here. Day 5 was also in Kyoto, and we basically just wandered around a little bit for the morning, went and played at an arcade. It didn't really have like other arcade games. It was mostly just claw machines, and they're rigged. There was so many times that it had it in its little grasps and it would just let go. And I think it's just to make more money. Actually, I know that. Obviously, that's what claw machines are there for. They're there to collect your money, and it works on some sort of algorithm. But I was pissed. Anyways, we went to a little arcade in the morning. We went to this sake brewery and got a little bit of a tour. And then we got to try 2 delicious types of sake all together. That was very good. And then, what did we do? Oh, we went to Nishiki Market. Walk down there. It's a big food market. I tried dandan for the first time. I got a spicy one. That was my mistake because I'm usually not too bad with spice. Like I can handle it to a degree, and I was doing good for like the first half of it, but then it just all went downhill and my eyes started watering so bad and I could feel it at the back of my throat and I was just dying halfway through, so I didn't finish it. And I know that's really disrespectful, but it was either that or throw up, so I'm so sorry. Anyway, then we went to make our own dinner, Izakaya cooking class. They explained it. It's almost like bar type of food. Essentially, people would go to the liquor stores and they would start drinking directly at the liquor stores instead of even waiting to get home with their stuff. So then people started making food at the liquor stores, and certain types of food, it was just like easy, quick food that you could make in a liquor store, right? So then people started actually creating these izakaya places. Yeah, you drink and you cook food, and it's very simple dishes, and it became more and more popular. So that's kind of what we learned how to make. We made just like this shrimp and vegetable and rice just in the rice cooker. All of these stuff, so easy to make, essentially just throwing it in the pan and letting it cook from there. The other names are escaping me right now, but we made some other food. Delicious. Very good. But also because I had the dandan basically right before, I was a little bit full still. So I regret doing that. But it was fun making all the food, and yeah. So then that night, we were trying to do a redo for Europa because Jackie, another girl, I know I'm name dropping a lot, but there's a lot of people on this trip, okay? There's like 15 of us. She found a cake, and so she's like, let's have it tonight. We're going to go to the communal area. We're doing this again, and we're doing it properly. That night, I was particularly tired. So I was like, I'm just going to wear my comfy clothes. I'm not going to bother like getting ready to leave because we're just going to the communal area in the hotel, right? So it gets to be time where we're supposed to meet up, and then they notice that you're not allowed to drink alcohol in the communal area. So decide not to do the hotel. Decide that they're going to go to a park. Me, I was in my comfy clothes. I was not mentally or physically prepared to leave the hotel. So I decided that that night was going to be the night that I was going to stay in, and I wasn't going to do anything. Big freaking mistake, okay? They went out and they had a great time. Basically, they had cake and they had the drinks out in the park, and then they decided to go out and they went to a club, they went dancing, and they met fun people, and I got major FOMO. But I did get a good sleep, which is important. But I'm still sad that I missed that. Anyways, yeah, so that's it for day 5. I guess we can just move on to day 6, and that will most likely be in an outfit change. So say goodbye to Nanami Kento. Alright, welcome to day 6 of my Japan vlog. So this was the day that we were going from Kyoto to Osaka. It's only like an hour and a bit bus ride, so really wasn't too bad at all. So we take the bus to Osaka, and as soon as we get there, we start roaming around. We're at this one street, Tenjinbashisuji Street. That's where we went to. It's a shopping arcade with major retro vibes and a quaint family-owned stores and little snacking stations. You can try some takoyaki balls, which we did. It's like batter with squid inside. That's the best way I can describe it. We went to a dog cafe. So cute. Shibas are so tiny and so cute and smart. I loved them. I even got approached by one. It was this little old dog, and they told me afterwards that he just loves to be pet and he will sit there forever as long as you pet him. Ooh, I won something. So we went to, there's like a bunch of little arcades, right? I think I might have mentioned that. A lot of claw machines, which are rigged. And there was this one game thing. I don't know if you can call it a game. Basically a game of chance. So you put in 1,000 yen, which is equivalent to like $10. And you spin it and it pops out with like a little ball with usually a number on it. Or if you get a ticket, then you get to choose your prize. It shows the prizes at the top that you get to choose if you get that ticket. And there was a few like figurines. Is that what I feel like that's not what we're normally calling it. Anyways, little figurines. There was basically 5 or 6 of those. And there was 2 power ones, like Power from Chainsaw Man. And those were the only ones that I wanted. That was literally the only prize that I wanted. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend my 1,000 yen on this. Kind of crazy. I know. So I took my chances, entered the 1,000 yen. We pull out the little ball. Super hard to open, by the way. Like really difficult. We finally crack it open. It's a ticket. I won. I fucking won. And I'll show you what the little figurine is. We may have a visitor. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I won this little anime character. So yeah, that's Power from Chainsaw Man. Super cool. I was so excited because like I said, that was literally the only thing that I wanted out of the whole prize thing. And then that night we had another food tour, which was basically again similar to one of the earlier days where we went on a food tour. It was just 2 restaurants that we stopped at. So we went to the first place and it was this tempura place and it was really yummy. And then we went to a second place and we had some, can't remember the name of the food again. It was delicious though. And we're all sitting together and having a blast, chit-chatting. And then that night, there was this big like department store that Europa had seen. And I can't, again, remember the name of it, but it was basically this like 8-story arcade. So it had a bunch of games, a bunch of levels of games, a lot of claw machines yet again. There was this DJ one. I loved it. I literally went up to there and I just played it by myself. It was so much fun. We tried to get this photo booth. You know, there's like a bunch of photo booths at the top of this department store. And they're the ones that like alter your features, like outrageously so. They like put on makeup and make your eyes bigger and make you just overall look like goofy a little bit. So we tried to get that. First off, we had too many people, so we couldn't all fit in the photo booth. So that was one problem. And then it printed out copy of it, but they were teeny tiny, and we tried to get the copies sent. Cindy tried to get it sent to herself, but you have to subscribe. You have to subscribe for like 300 yen per month, which is like $3 per month, but still kind of rude if you ask me. Yeah, and that's kind of all we did for day 6. So moving on to the last day, day 7. She's just watching. Hi, Esther. Yeah, that's Jessica's dog. Hi, Jess, if you're watching this. Okay, anyways, the last day, day 7. So this was the Saturday. A lot of people, like half the group, left at 8 a.m. And then my flight technically was supposed to be at 6:10 p.m., but then it got delayed to 8 p.m. So I had quite a bit of time. And I knew I would. I knew I was going to obviously have till 6. So my original thought was I was going to go to Universal Studios because they have a Jujutsu Kaisen feature happening, exhibit of sorts. Now, problem was it was on like the last of its days. Like it was closing down November 3rd, I believe. And you could really tell because their merch store was essentially empty. Very different from what was advertised at the very start of the exhibit, which was like a year prior, I want to say. Still though, I went to like the 4D experience, which is basically where you sit in the chairs and they like shake and spray water at you sometimes, and it was very fun. Liked that a lot. But other than that, like I didn't go to Nintendo World because I just heard the lines were insane, especially on a Saturday, and you have to buy like a whole separate pass for it. So realistically, all I wanted to do was go to Jujutsu Kaisen. I didn't really care about anything else. So I spent like a little bit of the morning at Universal Studio. But yeah, so I took the shuttle to the airport, and that's really it. I waited in the airport for quite a few hours and was very tired the next day. But it was fine, you know, nothing that I can't manage. All right, I've yapped enough. We're going to move on to the montage as per usual. Roll the clips. Wow. Oh, that's a steal. Yeah. Yeah. That was crazy.
Walking down the fence.
I just finished making the montage. I might actually cry. Oh my god. Feeling rather emotional lately. That was such a good trip. It was so good. I love Japan so much. Next time I need to go for like a month because a week was definitely not enough. Just went with such a great group of people. I missed everybody. Guys, man, I'm... If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you wanna. Okay, I'll catch ya in the next video. See you on the flippity flip. Okay, bye.